All right, part 2. So it's Monday, September 8th. We're getting closer to our birthdays. It's exciting. So, I was just talking too much about The Last of Us and my opinion on the characters and the story so far. Again, I really love the first game. The first game was awesome. Left Behind was boring as hell, and it was short. But it's meant to be a DLC, you know. It's not meant to. Well, it was just meant to be a short segment anyway. It wasn't meant to be long. And again, I've already stated my opinions on the characters and my opinions. Again, I'm not trying to make people be like, "Oh, you homophobic bitch" and all that, because you think that all you fucking want. I don't really care. So. You're just phobic to the fact that I have my own opinion. If you really want to play that, but I don't know who you are, and you probably either agree or you don't. So it's whatever. But anyway, got all these kids waiting for the school bus. So yesterday. Or Saturday, I didn't really do anything. I think we all just hung out. I just played PlayStation. I'm close to beating Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, yada, 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 right? So, on Saturday as well, I started to clean out my room, and I realized that my wallet was just so full of crap. So I was like, what's in here that I need and don't need? So I decided to take all my shit out, of course, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff in there that, is mine. And a lot of stuff that I needed to toss. And while I was looking around, I had a Best Buy gift card hanging there. And I thought I already used it. For some reason, it didn't really catch on until yesterday. And when I turned it around, I saw that it was... When I turned it around, I saw that the code wasn't scratched off. So I was like, let me turn this off already. So, and I read that it was from 2022. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I wasn't sure if it expired already or if it was activated, but it had money in there, obviously. So I was just like, it's got to be something I could still use. So after 3 years, I tried to type it in to make sure there was something in there, and the code wasn't working. So I was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So then, finally, I called them, and the gift card still worked. So I had a $50 gift card just sitting in there for years. And I was like, oh, man. Cool, $50 at Best Buy. So I wasn't planning on buying what I did until I did it. Which I feel kind of bad, because it was kind of a in-the-moment spur. But my mom's not really mad about it, but at the same time, it's just like, oh my God, bro. It's the conscious... The conscious? Is that the right way of putting it? The conscience of... It's the whole idea of why is it so easy to spend and lose money than it is to gain it. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier to spend money on shit. It's faster to spend it and buy stuff than it is to actually get the money. I get paid in a couple days, but still, you know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating, honestly. It's really frustrating because what did you buy? What did you buy that really made you kind of think a lot about life? I bought a Nintendo Switch 2. So I have the newest Nintendo Switch. And it is fucking awesome. It is so awesome. I'm not going to lie. I haven't had a Nintendo in a long time. Honestly, it's been a long time since I had a Nintendo console. Very long time. But I've had almost everything up to date. Sorry. I'm feeling kind of heavy-chested still. I hate feeling like this in the morning, man. Like there's a bubble trapped in there or something, and it makes me want to throw up. But I have my water. I'll drink some water. Fuck, I fucking hate feeling sick in the morning. Sorry. Oh, man, but that helped. That helped drinking some water. Because I feel there's not, I don't know, man. It feels very, I feel like I got a burp. But I don't know. I know I'll be fine at work. I know I'm not trapped there. I know that I'm gonna I just gotta keep telling me, my motivations are what gotta keep me going, But man, it's frustrating. So, like I was saying, a little better. I was fucking feeling, man, wish I could find a better job that just fucking really I could click on, So, anyway. Yeah, I bought the Nintendo Switch 2. And I haven't had a Nintendo console in years. It's been a long time. So, I have everything new now. Well, not new, but, all the modern consoles up to date. I have the Xbox Series X, I have the PlayStation 5, and I have the Switch 2. That Switch 2 is badass, I'm not gonna lie. I got it with Mario Kart World, and I bought a year subscription and a couple extra controllers. So then, actually, no, I'm not going that way. Sorry. It wants me to go a different way. Normally, I go in that gate now, but it wants me to go in a different way for some reason. Whatever the shortest way is, Yeah. What have I had for the Nintendo? Well, I had, I've never owned an NES, but I have obviously played the original NES once or twice in my life. I've never owned the Super NES, but I played it once or twice in my life. The actual physical old consoles from 40 years ago, The NES will be 40 years old this year. But yeah, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, I've never played or used. The Game Boy Advanced, I did actually have one. It was actually the first console I've ever had was a Game Boy Advanced, and it looked like a DS. So, yeah, the Game Boy Advanced, I had that. I used to play the N64 all the time when I was a kid. But I haven't played it in 15 years, 14 years, 13 years, something like that. 10 years, probably. Nah, probably like 12. Since I was in my late, before my double digits. Yeah, I used to play GoldenEye and Super Mario 64 and all that stuff. But I've never owned an N64. Nor do I plan to. I owned a GameCube. I think the GameCube was... No. I had 2 Nintendo Wiis. I never had the Wii U. We did have the Switch, the first Switch, but it wasn't mine, technically. So, technically, I never owned a Switch before this one. And then we had 2 DSs. I had a regular DS in rose gold. And then I had well, I didn't have it. It was 3 DSs. There was the original DS, which we owned for a while. I gave it to my cousins, and then that got chewed up by the dogs. And then we had 2 3DSs. We had the original 3DS, and then we had the XL. And the original 3DS broke in half. And then the 3DS XL, I don't know whatever happened to that one. I think it got sold at a yard sale, I think. I missed that one. That one was cool. I can't wait for them to bring back, hopefully, the DS games on the Switch as well. But I had a GameCube, I had 2 Wiis, and a DS, I think. Oh, and a Game Boy Advance. But I've never owned anything else, personally. I'm going to pause it here because I'm coming up to this gate right here. So I'm going to try this gate out real fast. Alright, I'm in the base again. So, yeah, I haven't really owned them. I actually own... No, I did own a lot more PlayStations and Xboxes compared to... I've owned Xbox the longest, though. Out of all the consoles, I've owned Xbox the longest. But what is this area? I've never seen this area before either. Some of the areas that these gates send me to are quite something, but I'm glad to know I can go through these gates and not have to keep going through Madigan. Look at all these Humvees, all these Army Hummers and all that stuff. You gotta pay attention here. Oh, I know where I am now. I've seen this area before. So, yeah, you know, I don't even know, the 3DSs, I always took them from Gabby and played them, so I can't say they weren't really mine, but anyway, yeah, this Switch 2 is mine. It's just I told everyone that, you know, I bought it for everyone to enjoy, you know, so. And I give Gab and Justin a hard time about it. I'm like, it's not to be pawned. Oh, it's this way again. Okay. Got it. So either way, I'm coming up this way straight. Here we are at the hospital again. Man, I really hope I find a scapegoat, bro. A better paying scapegoat. I've been looking at ZipRecruiter for warehouse work. I should probably look for security on there because, you know, I've never worked in a warehouse before, but, you know, I'm just tired of cleaning, you know? I'm so tired of cleaning, bruh. Please be a parking spot somewhere. Oh, this is not good. There's no parking anywhere. That's really bad. That's not good. Oh boy. Please be a parking spot, please. Huzzah. I'm taking this bitch. And so, yeah, you know, I bought the Switch, you know, because I originally was only going to get a PlayStation gift card, so then I could, you know, so I can, you know, put more time on the PlayStation, which I actually did. I got membership for the PlayStation and the Switch, because, one, I only had a few weeks left, and then two, you know, of the PlayStation, so I bought, a few more months of that. So now I got membership until December. And then I got till next year for the Switch. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. I don't know what time it is, so I'm probably going to head in already. But here's to getting this fucking Monday over with. So